Hi, my name is Bing Puka. Today, I'm going to be speaking about word. A word or word or the art of speaking is not of a human origin. A word is. We are an expression being an expression is like being a creature, and it is not taking for granted the fact that we are. It should be an humbling position, acknowledgement, way of being. A word is everything that is. A word is not to make sentence only, or to describe thing, or to express ourselves, or how to make our needs be materialized, or how to do things in society. A word is more than that. We have devalued word today in our society. We have diluted word today in our world. The true meaning of word are no more found in them. One word today has multiple meaning because of the devaluation you have put into them. In the beginning, we were not there. But if we look at ancient writing, some of them will say in the beginning was the word. But we as human today, what do we think about word is what we are making of it. There is nothing in existence that is more powerful than a word in our realm of reality. There is nothing that has the power than a word. But how are we perceiving languages and words? Make them be how they reflect themselves in our life. People are speaking about spirit. Have you seen a spirit? No. It's the same thing with word. Can you see a word? No. We can hear it, we can write it, but we cannot see it when it's spoken. But the effect of words are so tremendous, they can travel generations and generations. So many movements around our universe have changed the core of our life and changed society through words. One of the biggest one has been recently where in a continent called Africa, people have been moved away from their word, from the name. And today, the result is as destructive as the continent look like. A word is more than a life. A word is more than the creature, because the word was there before the creature. When a human is moved away from his name, when a human is moved away from his language, is losing his very being. Just to look at the brown population today and to see where they're coming from, and to acknowledge things they went through that the world doesn't want to acknowledge, and how that has transformed our entire universe, where we're still paying prices in every part of the universe, where the disbalance have been so huge that consequences keep on falling on generation and generation because of the war, because of the destruction, because of the removal and the denial of some people's culture and reality. Word is so powerful that people, most of the time, cannot fathom the consequences of their action or attach them to the word. A word or a language is not a human creation. Human have been given the most powerful tools in existence. A word, language. Language are more powerful than any technology, more powerful than anything somebody can achieve in his lifetime. Although we have moved away from the origin and the power of word, those who are aware of that power and remain in it, they're bearing fruit and they're living that kind of life where they align themselves with truth. I'm going to be speaking more about individual words to see the effect, the origin, and how some words are appearing and others are disappearing, and how words can grow and come back, and how certain words have power over other words, and how some words are from above and other words are from below. And we will have time to see the devastating consequence of taking on another human language and imposing it in other human population. Like in Africa today, most of humans, they don't reflect their glory because of the language they're speaking. And if you speak a language that has been framed and designed into a certain way, the wave of that language will cause you chaos in your inner body, in your inner mechanism. The way you see, the way you understand, the way you perceive things will be totally different, and that will affect the way you are as a human. Words are life. There is so much more to learn about ourselves, and we cannot learn them if we don't speak the right word. And most of our humanity today is living a life with no assurance of themselves as a human and as a creature. We're living a life according to words, according to publicity, according to media, according to everything that is portrayed in us to become worshippers and to be the creature we are supposed to be. So word, like I said, is everything. It's the most powerful thing that is in existence. So we will have time to get more into it, as the perfect way to deal with word is to take the biggest one individually and try to unlock the keys behind them. Like a name, we will start with certain word, like a name. What is a name? What thing are named? How can they reflect their name? Like if you call a person, like let's just say you call a person black, because some people is still dwelling in that ignorance, calling a human black. So if you call a human black, what is that has an effect in your own body mechanism? How can you call something bad if your philosophy say that that thing is bad? How by calling it bad, it reflects in you. It makes you be fearful of it. It makes you be tremble when that thing is there. And how can you heal yourself by calling a thing as according to his reality, according to what is? And the same thing will come to those who are calling some human white. What is the reflection? How that affect the way you see what you call white? And if white has a signification according to his reality or a wrong signification, the effect of it in the entire universe and how powerful that is, then humanity needs a healing, and the healing come through the understanding and the remapping and the redesigning of a language, because a language cannot be spoken all over the world where that language needs correction, where that language doesn't reflect the culture, the habit, and the truth self on his own composition. There is so much for us to learn so that we can heal our world by logging into the origin of word, the signification of word, because word is everything we are. Thank you.